Look what I got for you, sir. The latest issue of Strange Brigade. Yes, well, it's not latest. It's actually the brand new one, because we're starting again from scratch. God, it's truly inspiring stuff. What's all this extra shit? Oh, that bollocks. Never mind then. Go with the campaign. Now, I've played through the game now, so everything's unlocked. And all the levels have been done, so we can just crack on. We're going to go from the very beginning. And I'm going to be a bit of a crazy bastard and see how hard goes. If we die continuously, then I'll probably just knock it down to medium, because medium's not so bad. So then.
Quick spot of munitions management here.
So we've got our delicious weapons. I am tempted to kind of start with the basic ones, but then, to be fair, none of the weapons are that different. They're just more powerful. So obviously we've got the Chamberlain automatic rifle, which I'm sure is meant to be something else. The Kingsley Special Repeater, which is just a Sten gun. Didn't know they had Sten guns in this. Mind you, this is meant to be the 1940s, I believe, so they did. Double-barreled Leamington model shotgun. Daring Do, yes, Daring Do. What looks like technically a Winchester. But then the cartridge only has one slot. A Winchester's meant to be a repeater. So how does that work? And it says a repeating rifle, but clearly it isn't. Although obviously it is literally just bang, reload, bang, reload, bang, reload. Because you don't have to wait to reload a cartridge. In this game as well. Good old the Tompkins. Because, you know, I wonder if they call them that to either be spiffingly good different or spiffingly good let's just be funny. Eastleigh Express, basically a sawn off. I don't know what that one's meant to be. Let's have my type of rifle. We've got our Royce M23 carbine, our delicious pump action, which is the one we'll be using. A Lee Enfield, or a Lee Enstrom as it's called here, and an orderly burst rifle. And then we've got the DLC guns, which is a grease gun, a Mosin. It looks like a Mosin, or at least a probably a carbine 98K from World War II, PPSH. I'm just going to call them what they are now. An M1. That's a grease gun, never mind. And then a delicious-looking Eastleigh rifle. There's no shotguns, is there? No. So let's just upgrade this beast. Mainly because that's what we'll be using. Sidearms, here we go. We've got the delicious 1911, Lugers, Mausers, revolvers. Although I might switch that out in a minute. More modern Lugers. PP. I don't know what that is. And then a Toklakov. I know my guns, alright. I'm not a gun nut, but I know my guns. Then we've got grenades, Molotovs, stickies, dynamite, which actually shoots, so that's not really... It's the most powerful, but you've got to shoot it. You know, it doesn't blow up by itself, I don't think. A landmine, a decoy grenade. I prefer sticky. Glacier bomb, shot grenade, and... actually no, cluster grenade. Less power, but more bombs. Oh, hang on. We've forgotten something. Then we've got the special abilities, which is something I'll talk about when we actually start using them. I don't know, because we're probably not going to we'll play the first character that's on the list. Which is, Nalunga Roshida. I'll have a look at their biographies while we go through. As we pick, what we'll do is each level will play a different character, and then we'll just pick a favourite, or my favourite once we get to the ones that run out. So, this is Nalunga Roshida. South African, obviously. Seriously deadly, demon hunter, fight evil, fulfill her destiny so she can return to her people. So, she was raised from birth to protect her people from supernatural threats. It was only when she underwent the ritual trials to become a full spirit warrior that Nalunga learned her destiny lay elsewhere. Following this new path, this led her to Lady Imelda Webster. Since joining the Brigade, she has travelled across Africa to hone her spirit warrior skills and bested beasts and demons from across the globe. I think she does start with a rifle, doesn't she? Just double check her weapons.
Thrilling skill of any adventurer.
What does she? Oh no, she starts with that, doesn't she? So she needs that one. I tried to, because these are like the best weapons that they pick. Those ones are kind of nyeh, so I'm just going to go with that beast. And one other brutal gem. There we are. We'll keep the pistol and we'll keep the Molotov. What? That's an ice attack. Stagger enemies. Ooh, did you magical beam? How about that? Give that a go. That one's a kind of a wide attack, the other one. Yeah, we'll go with that.
Nalangu, fearsome warrior against the forces of evil.
Obviously, we have our antiquities here, which was what we'll go through per chapter. I'll be semi-finding some of them already. Just, I've already gone through, and obviously they're all complete. They're all here.
The full set.
So as you can see, there's a Plough of Osiris. Agriculture, the starting point of genuine civilization. The Sundial of Ra, gentleman's pocket watch circa 2500 BC. Used for collecting plant specimens and medical dissection. An accurate 365-day calendar, 4,000 years ago. Smart chaps, those Egyptians. Oh, I say. Now we're ready to have Egyptian version. I'll just go briefly. If you want to pause the video as it goes along, you can read those yourself. I'm just having a quick read of them and anything that looks funny. Assemblage a documental disc, one on a chest of chaps and ladies. Axe of Montu. Named for another war god and the relic of the war. Onto an actual war god of Egypt? Bow of Day, dagger of Set. Named for the god of violence and chaos. Yes. Also known as Sutek, the Destroyer. Ooh, I thought that was Tutankhamun's mask then a little bit. I think they take influence in things like that. I had a drink. I would like to own those as actual statues. I did used to have a statue of Isis, but it's gone missing. It was like one I bought from a, I think it was the York Museum or something. Abu Simbel. Seteki's burial mask. The burial masks of Seteki. Burial blade. How much innocent blood has coated the blade? Obviously, these are the ones that are based on the main villain of the game, which we'll literally learn about very quickly. And then we've got our letters, which the problem is you can barely read them, that's the problem. And they're quite short, so I think what I'll do is I'll get to the end of the game, and then I'll maybe do a great big readout of those, depending on how long this takes. Obviously, given the difficulty, it might be a lot longer, but as I say, if it starts getting too long, I'll just chop back to normal or easy and just go from there. Anyway, let us begin. This is heavily influenced by the old adventure films and stuff, which I really quite like.
The start of yet another thrilling yarn of death-defying deading doom.
Egypt again, eh? No rest for the wicked.
Evil never rests, so nor can we.
Just as long as it goes better than that mess at Patagonia.
So these are our four main
Patagonia, eh? How intriguing.
Four main characters.
Oh, yes.
We've got Gracie Braithwaite, Lancashire Lass, Nalangu, who we're currently playing, Professor De Quincey, also known as Medallion Man, and then obviously the not Sean Bean looking motherfucker over there.
Veronica Brownridge. Some of you probably owe your lives to the valuable undercover work she does for the department.
Veronica, an invaluable contributor to the Brigade's efforts.
Her last assignment was to join the dig expedition of Sir Edgar Harbin.
Oh yes, back when the British just raided everyone's country and nicked all their shit.
For the legendary tomb of Seteki.
Seteki? That black-hearted fiend.
Yes, the infamous Witch Queen of ancient Egypt. Her final resting place has been lost for millennia. Miss Brownridge's task was to ensure it remained so, but her last communication indicated that Harbin had found the tomb and was about to open it. We haven't heard from her since.
Well, he clearly has never
Now
seen the mummy.
fear the worst.
Be it the...
dear.
Well, obviously at this
Prepare
point it wouldn't be
yourselves,
the...
Brigade. Secure the dig site
one with Brendan Fraser.
and find the tomb.
Although I
If
think that
Harding
takes
has
influence
indeed
from that
opened
as
it
well in
and
this.
freed the thing imprisoned inside, then who knows what horrors you will soon be facing.
A plucky brigade
I think there's even
missing.
like I think in one of
And
the DLC
some
extra
damn
missions there
fool
is like a
possibly
bit
setting
where you
free
find a
an
film
ancient
crew and the
evil.
guy goes, "Oh, having
Time to
not
call
another
the services
boring
order.
mummy film." Oh
The
god.
Strange Brigade.
Which is quite funny when you consider that Universal did that whole like mummy cycle of films, and a couple of them were pointless. In fact, they all were they were decent films, and you can see the hard work that went in, but they were just like, oh no. And then of course, let's not forget the piece of shit that is the Tom Cruise The Mummy film. Ugh. I need to watch those again. I need to try and find like a copy of like all the Hammer horrors as well. I think there's only a couple, but like oh, the one with Christopher Lee as the Mummy. Yes, metal. It's metal.
Ho ho! What thrilling tales and awe-inspiring adventures await our heroes today! Tally-ho, Brigade! There's work here to be done.
There's death here. Ancient death buried in the ground. And more recent death waiting for us to find it.
So basically, the entire premise of this, obviously, you know, it's made by Rebellion. So this is kind of like a third-person shooter, obviously, and it's kind of like a bit like Zombie Army Trilogy, except you don't have to use a sniper rifle, and there is no sniper rifle. There's rifles, but there's no need for actual sniper action and things like that. And it's obviously a bit more fun rather than violent. So all the enemies just explode and things like that.
Bridge out! This awkward obstacle will have to be overcome some other way.
So they're basically like a series of maps, really, but they all have
Muggies! What tantalizing treasures are they hiding?
but they're a thing. So yeah, they've got these collectibles, which are these like lapis lazuli cats. You find 6 of them, and they unlock a delicious treasure room full of money. Obviously, at this point, we don't really need the money because I bought all the weapons that we need and stuff. But yeah, I'll collect money while we're here. Why not? And you get money for finding chests, you get money for finding them in the environment, and you get money from killing enemies as well.
Huzzah! Onwards, strange brigade. There's adventure to be had.
Tally-ho, pip, what?
Oh my! What's this?
Dun-dun-dun-dun. Immortal.
Good lord!
Oh, it's not. No, never
Nefarious necromancy. What horrific hocus-pocus summons these cadaverous creations back to loathsome life?
Ugh, dead things that yet walk.
It's almost like they're the Walking Dead. Obviously, the levels are going to get harder as we go along. This one's probably not going to be too bad on hard. Press the R2 button, absorb the souls.
I'm reloading. A welcome surprise.
I'll try and find all the collectibles again, at least to show off what you can find.
See what this one's got for us.
Because obviously you collect all the 6 cats, then you go and collect a golden cat that's in the room that they unlock, and obviously in there is like money and chests and things like that. If not, that's the entire point of why I collected them beforehand. Because you collect relics, you collect letters, you collect cats, and then I think the other collectibles are these canopic jars, like 4 you find on each level.
Hello, that looks rather interesting.
Obviously they don't exist in the world anymore because we destroyed them all.
Gate, an abandoned camp. The plot thickens.
I say, pip pip cheerio and what? Tally ho, and there's going to be a lot of that in this playthrough, both from the actual game and from me, because I don't know, I like taking the piss out of that bollocks.
I will keep these for now.
A swift crack to the jaw.
Obviously these buggers can like literally appear from anywhere. You can walk through a level and they won't appear, but then you'll find some others as well. And it's highly rude. This is our first look at one of the puzzles that we'll find. Obviously an easy one. So you have to find these things in the environment, and then you shoot the code into the door. Always best to use your pistol so you don't waste ammo then. Because your pistol has unlimited ammo. Obviously they get a lot more varied and a lot more conniving later on. Like you'll find ones spread and hidden around all these sorts of different areas. They are in the area that you're currently in, so you don't have to like look very far, but that some of them get really cunningly hid. Like there's one where I generally had to watch the walkthrough to find the solution.
Need to reload.
And this is where we find one of our first relics, which were in chests like this. So of course, if you find this, there we go. Obviously, because we've already found it, we just get a load of money. But
for the Brigade private collection, methinks.
Stop thinking. It's dangerous.
Perhaps those symbols over the door. Oh, well spotted. Yes, looks like you're on the right. Huzzah! Success. Good
Obviously,
show.
this level's going to be full of
Blades
the.
glory. I can think of a few good uses for these razor-sharp rotaries.
So obviously, a lot of stuff is going to be pretty much open, so you know what you're doing. Later on, it will require a little bit more, what's like cunning, but. Bong!
Nelson's ghost. Quite the finishing move there.
And Nelson's ghost appears and is like, I don't like being referred to by that name.
This will be very useful.
Such as was Nelson's flag at the Battle of Waterloo. No, the Battle of the Nile. Everyone knows Lady Hamilton is a virgin. Poke my eye out and cut off my arm if I'm wrong. Oh, it's only one enemy specific. I prefer the ones that are a bit more group orientated. Oh well, could come in handy in a pinch.
Such senseless slaughter. Magnificent.
That's pretty much what this entire game is. The broom handle. Wow. Metal Gear. I think Metal Gear helped my understanding of weapons as well.
All for us, eh?
I say, take it.
Fantastical firepower at your fingertips, strange brigade.
Of course it is. I've already got one loaded into this gun, you fool. You basket case. Oh, just wait till we get like Gracie in the next part, or the next story, because these levels aren't really that long.
See at Regent's Park Zoo.
Obviously, it's all also, unsurprisingly, all about exploration as well. And also, because I don't really need the money anymore to buy anything, I can spend money on these things.
Oh, now you've a big gun. Lee Ensham scoped no less. Cracking.
Oh yeah, this is the sniper rifle. I forgot about this. But of course it's the only weapon and you can only get it in a chest that's random, so... So you pay a bit of money and you get a random gun. And they're actually quite useful, to be fair. They're literally just like the most super-powered guns. Obviously there's different ones of each one. And they're all unique as well, they're not like souped-up versions of guns you currently have. Because obviously the each of them isn't scoped. That's the only one that's different, I think. But you get things like Tommy guns with ricochet shots, you get a blunderbuss, which is basically obviously the shotgun. And of course this big bastard. I'll go and grab that potion that was in that tent.
I can use this.
Whoa, fucking...
They don't know where you went there.
Need to reload.
Well, clearly they did, because they followed me all the way up here. I didn't think they... Actually, I'm not too surprised. Much like the enemies in Zombie Army Trilogy, they will follow you everywhere. I will get back to that game at some point. At time of recording, anyway. There's a couple I need to finish, really, before I start any new ones. But I kind of want to get this game out of the way and get it done. Oh, die, you sod! I don't think we see these enemies anywhere else, I don't think. I think this is only the level where they turn
charged. Fantastic.
up. Oh, delicious. And you will get certain things like that where you just get scared a little bit. Oh. Okay, I'm using this more often. I'm not a fan of the scorpions in this level. Especially now I know one hit and they fucking nearly kill me. But then again, I am playing on hard, so why am I surprised? Obviously you can never find ammo for these, so once the ammo runs out, that's it, the gun's gone. Ooh, kitty! Kitty! Dead kitty!
Begone, infernal cat. Bother the brigade no more. That log looks jolly useful.
Shame you can't store like multiple charges.
Perfect aim.
Boop. Oh, you dick.
Such lovely loot.
Ammo. Good.
A key. I wonder what secrets this crafty little devil will unlock.
I've never actually played this with anyone else, but I would imagine
Reloading.
that it would there'd be a lot more enemies than I'm currently facing. So obviously these games are designed to scale depending on how many people are in them. I'll see if a few of my friends will play this. I wouldn't mind playing this online with a few friends because it's a decent little game actually. I quite like this game. I think I originally bought it like physically and then I just got it digitally because I was like, oh, this game.
Brigade.
Good lord, it's some mates.
Mysteries and sinister secrets to be uncovered here. Crikey! Who the devil's throwing spears about?
Cheeky bastards.
Oh, no.
Someone might take their eye
Armored
out.
Attackers! Watch out, strange brigade!
And they're dressed as Egyptian soldiers. I was going to say Hittites, but they're not
Someone
Hittites.
certainly doesn't want our heroes reaching that dig site.
Aha! Treasure Goblin. There's a few decent walkthrough videos I'd recommend. I used... you prick. Aside from the occasion where the website decides to cut itself out, the... is it game prizes? Oh, I can't remember what it was. No, I feel awful. But it's like the second or third thing you'll find in a search for collectible guides. They're fairly decent. They obviously have quite easy guides to follow. You just need to kind of pause it every time a new item pops up, unless it's within reach. Yeah, boom. Have that, you scorpy bastard. Good job we got this. If we had a friggin' shotgun, we'd be boned right now. Ooh, fuck. There we go. And our little health slip will heal up very quickly. If we find another potion in the world, I'll use the one I currently have. Obviously, if you die holding one, you get resurrected. But then you get kind of resurrected with not a full health, with not a full bar of health, which is a bit shit. I think that's their way of balancing it. It's either you use it now and get a full health thing, or you save it to potentially save yourself from death, but then you have a shit amount of health back.
Oh, what could those triggers mean? Lovely loot, or some devious death trap?
Devious death traps, clearly. Let's see what this one. I don't know if the 1000 ones offers you anything more powerful.
The shock gun, Tesla's fury made real.
Oh, someone else played the Order 1886. God, that game's shit. A good idea, a decent, well, potentially decent story until they fucked it, but fuck off.
Wealth to buy weaponry.
And we've already got all the weapons we need.
Stout hearts, chaps. It takes more than a terrifying tunnel to frighten the strange brigade.
Strong heart, Tegan.
I need to reload.
And you'll find events like this as well. I won't find them all, but if I come across any, I'll try and remember where they are.
It belongs in a museum, or in our bank accounts.
Obviously, in some of the chests, you'll find some of the other like diary entry stuff. More about the characters really than anything else. And I've got all those as well, so it doesn't really matter. Right, scarab feet, scarab person, scarab feet, scarab person, feet.
Can our heroes pit their wits against this pernicious puzzle?
Puzzles.
All for us, eh?
Oh, refreshing. Magical healing elixir.
Not explain what it is, it's just there. Maybe it's Pirelli's miracle elixir. Kills you fucking quick, sir. Rots your spleen. Bugger off, you pernicious twats. Oh, sorry, you blithering blunderbusses. Dead kitty. Oh, come on. Kitty.
Does this little kitty have a treat for us?
You better do, because I just shot his face off.
What a view! It may not be England, but it's still jolly impressive.
Yeah, decent environments. I'm not gonna lie. Some of it. Sometimes you play a game and you just look at an environment and go, "I would like to visit
this?
that."
Sinister sorcery blocking the way.
this
Perhaps
is based
using your
on a
amulet will
kind
clear
of,
the way
like,
forward.
Actual ruins. I don't know. I suppose it's got influences from them, but you'll find a lot of the mechanics or certain things will be repeated quite a lot, and this is one of them. The kill so many enemies to get the barrier down. Basically, the
padlock have our heroes
Devil May
managed to
Cry
stumble upon
method.
here. This is quite the sinister development. And what's this? Yet more undead corpses rising to the occasion, and the blighters are wearing armor. How jolly unsporting of them.
Ah, shit. I wish there was a DLC thing where you got, like, I mean, it's a very oblique reference, but you get to play Captain Ash from Time Splitters. I say, what are you doing? Where's Hero? Like, you get that sort of thing. I'd love that. Also use the traps to your advantage. And your grenades can hurt you, so watch out what you're doing. Oh, it environmentally kills others around you. Oh, fuck.
What a sensational spiritual smackdown.
Oh, fuck, they're moving quick. Headshots do a lot quicker damage.
I'll take this ammo.
I don't know if there's a trophy for finishing all the levels on hard. I don't think there is.
Ammunition.
One piece of unearthly evil destroyed. All thanks to the splendid efforts of the Strange Brigade.
I may switch out the difficulty just to be sure about that.
Incoming enemies and a trap-laden
Yeah,
archway.
we'll go as far as we
Dig
can.
fast, Brigade!
There, you scorpion bastard. sidearms are not ideal. Tits. There's not really much use to use this special amulet on.
Our heroes arrive at the dig site, but yet there's still no sign of their quarry.
You've reached the camp? Excellent. We need to know if Harbin's found and opened that tomb.
I have a bad feeling about this. Something feels very wrong here.
I know, right? I'm just, set up to look up the trophy garden we get next time away.
Ha! 9 lives won't save that beast. Well, there's the lock, but how to get the key? Best get looking, Brigade. More of these beggars popping up. Someone clearly doesn't want our heroes getting inside this tomb.
Reloading my weapon.
Sobs appearing from behind. Out of miniature missiles.
Yes, huzzah! Well spotted.
Oh, fuck off.
Yes, this will help.
Oh no, oh, my brain did a brain fart. I know what the next one is. Anyone else?
Oh, I say, what fun that was. By Jove, I think you've cracked it.
Should be down the bag somewhere. Oh, there it is.
Ammunition. How useful.
Loot, how lovely. Aha, the key to success. Well found, Brigade.
Feet, hand, fish, feet. Feet, hand, fish, feet.
How will our heroes solve such a thing?
Fish, feet.
It was no challenge at all.
Oh, they bloody will be.
It belongs in a museum. Or in our bank accounts.
It belongs in a museum. So do you.
Oh dear. Truly a somber moment for the Brigade here.
Oh dear.
Poor Veronica's paid the ultimate price, it would seem.
Oh, Lady Webster won't be happy to hear this.
Doesn't seem to be. No, there doesn't seem to be any sort of hard difficulties. I'm just making this harder for myself.
This is a place that should never have been disturbed.
Here is the second puzzle type. Pipe dream. Hooray!
It's so simple.
I got a shitload of money.
A welcome relief.
That's probably the only one we're going to see today.
Cat.
So yeah, normally there'd be a golden cat. Obviously, you get money. Oh no, there it is. Never mind. Here it is. Money.
Good Lord, the Queen of the Damned. Are our heroes too late?
Clean up the dam, down.
Oh my! Looks like the local wildlife found Harbin long before the Brigade. How gruesome! By the Lord Harry, this can't be good.
Didn't know Harry was a lord. Thought he was a prince. Oh no.
Oh heavens!
It's the whatever.
What long forgotten
That's clearly a reference
evil
to
have our
Boris
heroes
Karloff
stumbled
movie.
upon here then?
How he was resting.
Will they even find out? Or will this terrifying tomb's residents prove to be too much for the Strange Brigade?
On my amulet it won't.
See what happens when fools meddle with powers of the spirit world.
And may sort of difficulty down. Yeah, there's no like reason to be finishing it on hard mode, and there's no reason to be doing this on hard mode.
Time to reload.
The game's fairly decently lengthed, especially with the DLC, without the difficulty being a problem. And even on easy you can still get killed if you're not careful.
Ammunition. How do so?
Sensational!
Oh, if they cross the beam, they die. Okay.
That was glorious!
Yeah.
The simple quest to find Harbin reveals a dead horror from ancient times, awoken and set loose upon the world.
Oh, no.
Fear not, though. The Strange Brigade are on the case.
Dun, dun, dun.
Aha, now to dole out the treasure. How lovely.
Ooh, lovely loot, how lovely. Pip pip cheerio, mother. Right, let's switch our character out. Because you could just continue the story with the character you have, but show off their different reactions. And obviously share the different characters, so why not? Just fill this can. So this can's glass of delicious stout, and then we'll carry on. Here we are. Now we'll go to Gracie Braithwaite.
Gracie Braithwaite, the lethal Lancashire lass.
She's my favourite character next to Quincy. Her biography. Willfully northern, pugilist, curiosity chance to escape life as a factory worker by Jingo. Born and raised among the smoke-belching factories and dark satanic mills of northern England, gave Gracie all the toughness and no-nonsense attitude she needed to survive. It was when she burned down a textile factory being used by demons to make human skin suit disguises that she came to the attention of the Strange Brigade. Her blunt way of talking may not be to everyone's taste, but there's no denying her effectiveness as a brigade operative. Oh aye, so it fucking is. Toggle skin? That's literally the difference. There's no difference. It's pointless.
Watch out, forces of evil. Gracie's about.
Hidden Valley is the next. That is the next one, isn't it? Yes. Let's read some letters for now. Tomb opening went poorly, barely started. Breaking the seals, imprisoning my queen when the workers tried to stop me. Luckily I was prepared for such treachery. Had Barley killed 3 or 4 of the curs when my secretary knocked me unconscious and imprisoned me. Okay. Miss Veronica Brownridge, if that even is her real name, I should have known from the start what she was, a spy. She was part of Webster's damn department. Sateki is calling. I will deal with treacherous little Veronica and finish what I've begun. Oh, so he's possessed? Okay, I've never actually read these. This is something weird. What have I done? Miss Brownridge, the others, all slain by me. I've been possessed. I see that now. A madman controlled by a fiend. When did it start? As far back as England? I fear so. Pip pip cheerio. And now I have freed her, and she has no more need for me, so I shot myself. Probably. She was released her hold of me, and I cannot bear to live with the knowledge of what I have done. Those who are reading this, hear me now. My soul is damned. But so many innocents will suffer if you cannot undo all that I have unwittingly done, while under her control. For the world, for sanity, she must be stopped. We have found the tomb entrance. Oh, how I wish the doubters and naysayers were here to see when we open it. Miss Brownridge will photograph the occasion. I shall have framed prints sent to all of them, with a gold frame one for a certain Lady Webster. Oh, he's a dickhead. Dun-dun-dun-dun. I should be jubilant. Instead I find myself beset by a sleepless melancholy. Troubling thoughts. Never mind me. Troubling thoughts occurred to me. Miss Brownridge and the labourers. Can they be trusted? Sometimes I think they whisper together and plot against me. I should sleep, but I cannot. Something waits for me in my dreams. Another me. He tells me things. Terrible things. But also glorious things. Will make your mind up. Tomorrow all shall be resolved tomorrow. Sateki, my queen, I am coming to awake you from your sleep of eons. How many more of these have we got? Fucking hell, quite a lot. I don't think I could be able to read these, not with my current throat falling apart. We've arrived at the site that I have determined to finally be the correct one and are currently setting up camp. Now we dig to find the entrance to the tomb. History has forgotten her. Her own people try to obliterate all memory of her, but I have found her. Oh, much like Hatshepsut. Then, that's probably an inspiration as well. And an Egyptian queen that nearly got erased from history because she was a woman. Well, it wasn't really that. It was because the person who followed her, I think, was a stepson, and he didn't like her that much, so that's why he decided to try and destroy her in the afterlife. Because obviously back then it was like, if you destroy their hieroglyphs and their images in temples, you destroy their body. Well, you destroy their chances of going to the afterlife very cleanly, basically. Because Egyptian art was always practical. Even during the Greek period, Egyptian art never really changed. That's why a lot of people go, well, why has the art never changed throughout the centuries? And it's like, because to them, art had a practical purpose of translating or transitioning their spirit to the afterlife. So, essentially, art wasn't an expressive medium for them. It was a practical purpose. It served a spiritual practical purpose, and there you go. I learned that from during a I was listening to a Great Courses series, and one of the guys the guy running it mentioned it, and I went, ooh. And then I went to the Birmingham History Museum, looked around there, and it said it then. And I was like, it was true. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Anyway, I'm just gonna. How could I have been so blind? Answer in Book of Sateki all along. Harben, you old fool. And of course I didn't read this one. We are close now. This I know for sure. The excavations have commenced with the labourers being damnably difficult. The superstitious fools. Well, they can be replaced if need be. And so can Miss Brownridge. Twice now I found her issuing instructions that seemed custom-made to hinder rather than advance the speed of the excavations. Well, gee, I wonder why. And she even had the audacity to challenge my calculations on the location of the tomb entrance, the fucking bitch. I wonder about her. I wonder about her indeed, whilst tugging my little sausage. Playing with little Harben, as it were. Anyway. A couple more, then I think I'll stop. 2 nights ago, I retired to my cat then. I was like, it's so fucking tiny. This is not the best thing to look at. Exhausted by yet another day's fruitless digging. The next morning I awoke to see that, with no memory of the event, I had at some point the night before found and newly deciphered certain previously obscure passages in the Book of Sateki. These passages will lead us to the true site of the tomb. I am sure of it. Gloria rates you, silly wanker. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 11. I might as well just do one more then. No, where were we? My agent in Cairo sends word that some damnable police type is arriving to question me about this murder business, as if one native pickpocket killing another has anything to do with me. Whoever this police fellow is, I refuse to have him, and his prying eyes at the dig site. I have arranged to meet him at a nearby unpleasant-sounding mountain village, where I'll kill him there. If nothing else, the mountain air will prove a most welcome break from this desert heat. I wait all day, and that police chap never showed. Not a complete waste, though. I managed to get a spot of landscape sketching. Not too shabby, if I do say so myself. Pip pip cheerio. A remarkable find today. It had already become clear to me that this site, an underground cave system that is once connected to the sea, is not the tomb location. However, rather than being yet another disappointing false lead, it has yielded up a unique treasure, a statuette of Queen Sateki herself. I have proof that she exists as more than mere legend, and that I am indeed on the right path, and that I will find my prize waiting for me to be at the end of it. Patience, my slumbering queen, I am coming to find you, you dirty bastard. Attempt made to remove face. Matches stories of her enemies trying to erase her reign from the historical records. Demon familiars, superstitious mumbo-jumbo. Name hieroglyphs removed, more mere vandalism by the priests of the Wajet. Ooh, okay. No, we might as well just keep going. Because we've got a few more left. And then I'll leave the next one to the next... after we've done the next mission. My agents in Cairo inform me that the police have found my stolen pocket watch at the scene of several most gruesome murders. More curiously, the murder scene was marked with hieroglyphs in praise of Queen Sateki in a style so authentic that for Egyptologists, except myself, naturally, I was one of those wankers, could ever hope to duplicate it, because I am like Jean-Napoleon. I am requested to return to Cairo to answer police questions. I shall not oblige. My work here is too important. Pip pip cheerio. Our third change of dig location in 2 weeks. The labourers complained of the extra work, and my agents in Cairo complained of the extra expense. They also complained about the continued requests from the police for me to return for interviewing the whining ninnies. Oh, I say, do steady on. There is method to my madness, though. Spies, agents of my rivals, watch my every move, ready to steal my great discovery. I've anticipated this and shall lead them on a merry dance across the desert. Well, good luck with you on that shit, you whack biscuit. I'm not good as insults. Another failure, 2 weeks of digging and nothing to show for it but exhausted patience and depleted funds. To make matters worse, we suffered a collapse at the dig site, and 4 of my labourers were killed. Oh no! There's plenty more where they came from. That's probably what he'd say. The others refused to work any further until we quit this entire site. I agree with a faint show of reluctance. Archaeology can be a wearisome business, not to mention an expensive one. Oh yes. And I find myself silently yearning for the greenery of Oxfordshire. Oh, he's an Oxford lad. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I've got friends from both Oxford and Cambridge. One more dig location, then we shall see. Delicious. Queen Sateki, to think of a few weeks ago I had never even heard of her, and now she consumes my every waking thought. A forgotten queen of ancient Egypt dismissed as more mere myth than history, and I am convinced not only that she is real, but her tomb is still, and there is... I fucking hate that writing. And there, somewhere beneath the desert sands, undiscovered and unopened, I shall become like Howard Carter, but not like Lord Carnarvon. Oh, wait, yes I will. I have arranged to present a lecture on this very subject to an audience of my intellectual peers from among the finest minds in archaeological academia. Once they hear my findings, the name of Edgar Harben will be on everyone's lips. They will be, for not for the reasons you want. The most unusual occurrence today, I was walking through Oxford, back in the day, after a most enjoyable lunch with my stockbroker. Oh yes, we had fucking egg and cress. I don't know, I'm not a posh twat. When on a whim I decided to visit the Ashmolean Museum and peruse their collection of Egyptology artefacts. There was little there to capture the interests of an expert such as myself, because I found half of it. Big penis. Tiny brain. Except for a small stone figurine of a type I have never seen before. The accompanying label identified it only as Queen Sateki. Sateki, eh? Something so familiar about that name. This sounds like it's very out of order. Where have I heard it before? I must find out more about this mysterious queen, nosy bastard. Those fools at the British Museum, those intellectual pygmies at the Ashmoleum, how dare they laugh at me? No more, I shall show my theories are correct. I will find the tomb of Queen Sateki and ensure my spot on the pantheon of greatest minds of all time. And now you're dead, you bloody twit.
Back to the dirigible, but there's no time to rest. Lady Webster has another task to hand out.
So, now the worst is known. Sateki has been set free upon the world.
A terrorist, yeah?
The like of which the world has rarely seen, if the legends are to be believed.
So how do we stop her?
An excellent question, Alangu. I have experts here in London, translating everything we can find about Sateki.
Well, some very
those
cool,
brave
videos
boffins,
about the
risking their
ancient
lives for king and country.
We all serve in our own way,
Not the one
Captain
I'm looking
Fairburn.
for, though, because I'm looking...
If there's anything useful, they'll find it. Agent Brownridge's death.
There was
will
a
not be
documentary I
vain.
remember
I should hope
watching.
not indeed.
And in the meantime?
In the meantime, Professor, I need the Brigade to gather more information for our boffins to study. starting with the ancient temple at the valley in this location.
Those brave boffins booksmarts can't save the day by themselves. Thankfully, the Strange Brigade is on hand to leap into action once more. What thrilling tales and awe-inspiring adventure awaits them in
documentary.
the Hidden
Literally, it's like
Valley.
a comprehensive king and queen timeline of Egypt, and it's actually quite interesting. It's one of the first things I ever saw about Egypt. Well, it wasn't the first, but it was one of the things that got me interested more. Probably do this mission and then we'll call it a part. These ones are going to probably be like short and sweet.
A suspiciously
Plenty of levels
valley,
to make a good even number
to
of
a mysterious mountain temple.
things.
A day
Plus I need
at
to
the
eat, so.
races for the Strange Brigade.
Strange Brigade, my bottom.
Magical drinks. Don't mind if I do. Watch out! Reloading!
I love Gracie, she's one of my favourites.
A chest.
I think I mentioned
What's
it, but
in
I'm going
here,
to say it
then?
again. Oh no. I don't want to be in a pie. I don't like gravy.
Hey! Turned out nice for a right smashing walk in the country.
Oh, smashing walking
Sinister scarabs. Far off murderous mummies. I wondered if there's a connection.
Yes, unfortunately, I can't snipe with a shotgun. Oh no, it wasn't Leonard Nimoy, was it? It was someone else. So I'm just remembering.
Only a few more left. Where are those meandering menaces hiding?
Somewhere very silly, I've no doubt. Well, I think there is one down here. Though there was a few of the documentaries that Leonard Nimoy did narrate. I think there was one on Ramesses, and he was like, Ramesses, the Great, and I was like, Leonard Nimoy, please. He was great. Oh, he definitely made some of the documentaries compelling. Definitely was shocked when he passed away. Well, I say shocked.
Success! No sharpshooting brain
I was
teaser
upset
too
when he
tricky
passed
for these
away.
heroes.
I think the one that really shocked me was like Elizabeth Sladen from Doctor who died, and I was like, oh shit.
I say, clap your eyes on this confounded conundrum.
Light puzzle,
No
'cause
problem
of
the
course.
brigade can't solve.
That was definitely like a very sudden, like, oh no, jeez. Because obviously Elizabeth Sladen was
Ghastly ghouls blocking the
everyone's favourite Doctor Who companion
hold
at
it
the time.
against the Strange Brigade.
So, at the time, probably still is. She's still ranked as like one of the very
I
like,
wager
top.
you shot up many a tea set in your time.
Of course I am. Gracie Braithwaite don't like your fucking Earl Grey. Drink it from cup like.
Safe to cross now. 3 cheers for our chaps.
You little kitty. I didn't find all these, but
Cats. Beastly things.
shoot the ones we find. Oh, the stupid thing. Hopefully that's charged my controller enough.
Reloading.
Closing my charge cable in my PS4 controller for some reason decides it wants to be a little bit of a shit.
Oh! What long hidden pathway has this unearthed?
Ooh. We'll find out Memento.
I'll be having that.
I don't know if that arrow means it's a downloadable weapon or it's souped up. I don't think it is downloadable. Pretty sure this is a.
To me piggy bank.
Can't say it anymore. Yeah, I found that weird that they banned piggy banks of all things. I know why, and I get why, but at the same time I'm like, really? I mean, there'll always be like
good to go.
sort of novelty money banks, so I think you can still find piggy banks, you just can't call
Taking
them
the
that anymore.
high road, eh? Definitely not for the faint of heart. Well, they're not called the Subtle Brigade, I suppose.
I do like some of the dialogue in this game. It's just kind of like, oh, well, fuck you then. There we go, and her ability in this one is to summon a ball of energy that shoots shit. This is one of the ones. I'll have a look at the other one before we switch characters later on. May do three missions, may as well. Kitty! Kitty! There you are.
See, now a dog would have avoided that.
Not necessarily.
The route less travelled, eh? How intriguing.
Yeah, we'll find sweet fuck all over our fucking money.
Yes, rich rewards for a job well done. Gems for guns? Glorious find, Strange Brigade.
Spiffing good show, what?
As I always say, there's not many problems that can't be solved by shooting something.
Pretty as a picture here, apart from old shuffling corpses.
Harbin's journal shows he, or rather Seteki, was interested in an ancient temple.
King George's beard!
Valley. Find out why it's so important, Brigade.
Oh, I hate these things for this very reason.
Yes, splendid. This should do the trick.
Luckily, once you've like killed the plant, they all bugger off.
Founder's idea of a ghoulish joke, eh?
Someone's watched. Oh, what's it? Until Dawn.
The personal touch, is it?
Die, you bonny bastards.
Treasure? Delightful.
It's for me. Yoink.
Ambushed again! Look out, Brigade! Magnificent!
Oh, dead.
Well, this isn't how I thought this would turn out.
Might have to reduce the difficulty.
Ambushed again! Look out, Brigade!
I'll be having that.
Why you can thump in the thumbs with drunk on a wagon in Mexico?
Marvelous!
Every time I see that, that's what I think of.
Good Lord! Acrobatic assailants! To arms, strange brigade!
God, no, I hate these things. Oh, ging. I say, who remembers the song? And I'm gonna probably have trouble with saying it. But let's just say an Asterix film puts it in there. Okay. I don't feel safe saying it, to be honest. Because technically, I think the word "same" may be conceived as a little bit racist. Okay.
Ready?
Just as a precaution warning, in case I am what I say is conceived as racist. So there's a song, and it's a song that I've seen from my nan telling me, hence why I'm now very cautious about it. But it's in an Asterix film. And it probably isn't. It's probably just a silly one. It's probably just a silly song. It's a song that they sing.
Confounded the blighters!
It's supposedly what a Native American sings to them in the film. It's like, okay. And basically, it's like gingang gooly 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 gooly. Watch a gingang goo. And I'm a bit. And now I've heard myself say that. I'm a bit like,
something in
I don't
there
know
worth
if any of those are
exploring,
horrible
eh?
words or what? It just sounds like it is. I may Google, literally Google it.
Taking a bit of a breather, I see.
I'll wait till we've got a bit of a breather. I know you just said it, but the narrator can shove off. Ooh, powerful gun.
Come on! Where's he wants a shiny new gun?
Give me the blunderbuss.
Oh, the blunderbuss! This'll blow the brutes away!
Oh, ammo!
Oh, it's a scouting song. Well, I've learned something new. Is the song racist? Okay, I'll just... Okay, let's have a look. Oh yeah, it's a gibberish scouting song. Robert Baden-Powell, wasn't he a racist? Some stories place the origin in India, South Africa, and other places. Nonsense words, so that scouts from different countries could easily learn it without a problem with language. Oh, okay. So it probably wasn't. It's not a racist song then. Never mind. It just sounds racist. I don't think I feel any better. Yeah, but yeah, I'm sure. See, I'll do this sometimes. I go off on tangents. Because I'm pretty sure he wasn't a perfect person either. Oh, apparently yes, campaigners accuse him of racism, homophobia and a support of Hitler, which is not a good thing to have, is it, Robert Baden-Powell? Let's have a look. 1851, died in 1941. Oh dear. Oh dear. Cultural depictions, no. Because I kind of want evidence to kind of... Because they removed his statue in Poolkey. I mean, it's one of those things where you look at it and go,
oh, perhaps some
when you hear
spark can shed some light on this
when you
puzzle.
hear that the person kind of trying to claim that they're racist, but they're not like any authority on history or any authoritarian on anything. It's because they always do it as, oh, it's the campaigner who's complaining about them. And I'm like, well, of course they're gonna take a rumour and then turn it into something else. I mean, considering the time he lived, he probably was racist. I don't know until I see, like, in writing or in, well, it's not interview, what he knew him is dead, but like evidence other than just someone going, oh yeah, he said he was that. And don't get me wrong, he probably was. I feel like I'm going to shoot myself in the foot if I talk further.
More than a locked door to stop this brigade.
I think I do recall
scarab decorations.
Someone telling me he was a racist.
Could open the way onwards here.
I used to date a Girl Scout, and I think she pretty much says, "Oh yeah, Boy Scouts run by fucking racist," and I was like, "You what?" I was like, "Why does that not surprise me?"
Blast! That wasn't supposed to happen.
Okay. Never failed that before, so.
By Jove, I think
controversial territory there. Yeah, I don't know why the the writers, because it's the film is Asterix Goes to America, so that was a film made in the 90s. And for some reason that's in there. I'm like, is it because it sounds a bit Native American-y? I don't know if it's... I have to be honest, I've never actually read any Asterix. I kind of maybe should. Because I like the films, apart from that one. Yeah, the one that goes to America. The only thing I like about it is the whole... the world is not flat. And Craig Charles. Craig Charles is decent in it. And of course the guy playing Obelix is the guy who plays Mr. Applebottom in Blackadder, which I loved when I found that out. Because I think I initially did a stream of one of the games. I think it was the first XXL game. And I was just like, oh yeah, let's have a look at like Asterix voice actors. Yeah, Craig Charles. And I was like, wait, behind the voice actors, is that the guy that's Mr. Applebottom in friggin' Blackadder? Because they used that image and I was like, oh my god, it is. Nice. Oh, you're the father of the bride. No, I'm the husband of the bride. Oh, bugger, this is my husband, Thomas. Thomas, this is my fiance, the Duke of Edinburgh. I just want a temporary arrangement with the good lady. I only need to borrow her for a very short stint.
Ravishingly
That
rich
shows,
rewards.
That show in some levels has held up pretty well, but there are certain things where I'm a bit like, maybe not so much today. Such as the Earl of Doncaster implications. Because obviously this was a time, and obviously the 90s did it as well, where that sort of thing was ridiculed as a joke. Basically, if you've ever watched Hostel, you know that whole thing of, oh, was it a three-man sharing a room? That's gay. And it's like, like some films deserve that joke. Hostel didn't deserve that joke because it's not really a comedy. But then Hostel has many other problems aside from that. I used to love it, but then I look back at it now and I'm like, oh god, no.
Harville's notes mention an ancient Egyptian love of puzzles and timekeeping. Maybe something to bear in mind, Brigade.
Puzzles. Let's get you thinking, Captain Gracie.
Chronological conundrums are no match for this brigade.
No, it's not like in any of the Tomb Raider games where I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. We'll be getting to those at some point. Obviously, because I'm on the PS4, I can only do like the Hunter trilogy or whatever the... Is it Explorer trilogy? Whatever the Square Enix ones are called.
Good
Origin
shot.
trilogy, even though there's no actual Origins behind it. I mean, I enjoyed the first one. I didn't mind 2 so much, although I only played it once. 3 was the one where I was like, I generally am bored. I finished it, but I was like... There was a point where I just stopped caring about the side missions and just went straight... I think I finished the side missions, but I was almost like, I'm only doing this because I have this thing where if I don't finish 100%, I'm not interested. Oh, go away. By that I mean punch.
Oh, that's it, the old 1-2 punch.
I mean, literally. Go away! I just want to kill my mummies in peace. Not mentioning the dead is.
What a perfectly delightful looking little spot. Take the greatest of care here, Brigade. such senseless slaughter. Magnificent.
Well, hurrah!
The more enemies fall, the weaker that abominable artifact looks. Can our heroes outlast the course, though?
Well, it's no copper, but it'll do.
What marksmanship!
I mean, to be fair, these shotguns are fairly accurate.
Nice ammo! Right in the napper!
What? Right in the napper? Oh, that's just not cool. Napper, just sit there and take it. Sure, Vegeta. Right in my face. Catch it with your teeth. Yay! Like a
Lord,
puppy.
more of them. Keep at it, Brigade.
Another series I need to rewatch again at some point. Take this, you sods. Gee, it's almost as if this amulet power was overpowered. I mean, I think it was the last one I unlocked, so... For Gracie, anyway. Because supposedly the further along it is, the more useful it is, but I don't fully agree with that.
Don't mind if I do.
I think they're all circumstantial, really. This one's only useful because it's fairly powerful and it takes out enemies that are all around you. Obviously it picks on the ones that are... Well, it does pick on the ones nearby, but occasionally if there's a few that are more powerful, it doesn't pick on them.
Oh, you're quite the marksman. Marvelous.
Always the ones closest to it, it would
There's
seem.
another paranormal punch-up survived by the Strange Brigade.
It's a very strange brigade we got here. It's like, oh no. The bats appeared out of nowhere. So we got the code right there, so where's the door? Obviously, I completely forget the things I watch on the tube. They were freaking going.
You're almost there. Harbin's notes say the entrance to the hidden temple is at the valley's end.
Hidden temple. There's the words I'll put on me bloody grave.
My body is a hidden temple.
How will our heroes solve such a thing?
Alright, hand, scarab, hand, scarab, hand, scarab. Hand, scarab, and scarab. Got my window open, so you might hear the outside world. I hand.
Nothing to it.
So window open, I might close it soon. Just let some air through the building is all I use. Of course it is.
I'll be having that.
Alright, I'll have none of that shit in my face.
I had a cat once. Once. Heavily armored horrors. Is that all they have left to try and stop the Brigade?
I mean, they got some nice shields. That'll stop me. Yep. Keep your shit away from me.
Right in the napper.
Stop using that as a word. It's not funny. Vegeta, the Lancashire woman, is using me as a punching bag. For God's sake, Nabagula. It's always handy that the some of these faraway enemies have like explosive barrels to utilise. No, you bastards! Bye-bye.
I'll be having that.
What magical munitions have you unearthed here, then? Nearly done, Brigade! Now one last charge into the jaws of almost certain death!
Well, you
Huzzah.
don't see this every day. Not in Rochdale, anyway.
I think it does get reset each time you shoot one. So they're in hard mode. I'm not surprised this is cropping up so much. Yeah. fucked it up. But to be fair, I probably had time to grab it, but oh well. Yep.
Something a bit rum and unnatural going on here. What kind of ancient awfulness have our heroes uncovered?
Assassino. Come on, Luke. Gotta take them out.
Oh, ammo!
What's this? A weakness, perhaps? Can our heroes now damage this sinister soul cage?
Be prepared to see these literally at the end of every level. So that's kind of what the levels end up becoming, is like these literal just maps where you just get to a soul cage and just deal with them that way.
By Jove, what a beatdown! Death? Surely the Brigade is above such things.
Luckily, I have one of these. There is a trophy where you get for dying 5 times.
That's what I'm after.
Thank you. I didn't want to do that, but if you're going to insist. As they spawn, that thing.
Looks like its malicious magic has weakened, Brigade. A good old round of ballistics should assist here.
Nice ammo.
You never know. This might get the 5 deaths in this one. Hello, who's this bugger?
A rumbling in the deep. What on earth could... Oh, good lord! What monstrous miscreation is this?
Not sure they had monitors back then, but hey ho, inspiration from somewhere. Yeah, these guys can be annoying.
Poor show.
3 deaths. Ah, fuck. Where's that potion? Yoink. See if we can get the 5 deaths one while we're here. Oh, never mind.
This beastly device looks It's finally weakened. Quickly, Strange Brigade, use your amulets to release the monstrous magic at work here.
Are there any more enemies? No, never mind then. So say, come on, so we'll try and get farm that trophy while we're here.
Hurrah! There's one in the eye for the Witch Queen of the Damned!
Yeah, so literally the rest of the missions will be
Hocus-pocus was
fight
that.
through the maps until you get to where
upon the source of Seteki's sinister powers.
cages are, and then run away.
Look how much lovely loot our heroes have liberated here.
Oh, lovely. Right, I'm going to call it here because I definitely need to get some food. But yes, I hope you've enjoyed. We will be back with the Strange Brigade in another part, so thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.